Welcome back to the Bluegrass on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Today we're going to address two bits of conflicting advice related to how one should respond when you're out in public and another person approaches and asks to interact with your dog. Okay, so I'm going to do two scenarios and hopefully I'll convince you guys to move kind of in my direction. So in scenario one, I'm going to be the I have boundaries person, right? So I'm out and about and I see a child coming up and getting ready to try to interact with my dog. So as soon as I see her coming, step in front of the dog, stop sign hand, no. I have boundaries. My dog has boundaries. Now scamper along and find your mother. And the child puts her head down and walks off dejectedly, right? I mean, you can do that. It really works. You can be out with your dog and every time somebody comes up, you can step in front and stop sign hand them. I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, it does work because you come off as unfriendly, right? Okay, and then it's kind of a self-reinforcing thing because your dog starts seeing you have these reactions to people and then your dog starts to have the same kind of reactions and then you feel justified about doing it. Okay, because your dog's reactive. Your dog's like, oh, well, these people must be here to get me because ever since I was a little puppy, every time somebody came up and tried to be friendly to me, you were jumping in front and protecting me. So I guess I needed to be protected. Now that I'm a big dog, I should protect you back, right? Okay, you could do that. Okay, I don't really like it, but you can do it. Versus what I would like to see you do. So I'm out with my dog. I see a child coming up. Can you pet my dog? Sure. I went to a lot of trouble to pick a friendly, outgoing breed, and then I did a ton of training and socialization when they were young, just so that I could come to the park and she could meet new people and have awesome experiences, right? Hey, do you like dogs a lot?
I love them.
You love them? Okay. Hey, would you like to help me train her?
Sure.
Hey, I tell you what, take this leash. You know what she likes to do almost more than anything?
What?
She likes to go look for adventures, right? And the great thing about adventures is you can find them wherever you are, okay? So look, just go over there. She's really trained well on the leash. Just go over and kind of find something that you would think's challenging and the dog would think's challenging and y'all conquer it.
Okay, let's go, Abby.
So I'll put the child scooter over here where maybe nobody will steal it, right? And then I just let the child and the dog go have a good time, right? I mean, what was the point of all the early training that I was doing? I take and I socialize my dog and I teach him to walk nicely on a leash. I teach him to have good impulse control. I teach him to have good attention span, okay? I didn't do that so I could go out in public and have my dog stare at my face all day, right? If I just want my dog to stare at me all day, then what are we doing out in public? We could just stay home and the dog could stare at me. No, I want to go out in public and I want to have a good time. I'm into 360-degree winds, guys. I want to go out, I want to make new friends. The dog wants to make new friends, right? And like children, how many children have a really well-behaved dog at home that they can interact with, right? I mean, they see them on TV, but how many of them really have one? Not many, okay? So in this case, this child ends up, in a better position, the dog ends up in a better position, and I end up in a better position. I mean, it's a 360-degree wind, and how can anybody have anything against 360-degree winds? Okay? All right, so to sum it up, yes, you can be the stop sign hand, I have boundaries person, right? Okay, and you can go out in the world every day and not make any new friends, and your dog doesn't get to make new friends, and you end up with a whole bunch of unhappy children left in your wake, okay? Or you can do a really good job socializing your dog, make sure that they've got great leash manners, make sure that they've got good proprioception, make sure that they've got good impulse control and good attention span, right? And you can go out and you can have an adventure every day and you can use the dog to facilitate social interaction, not hide from social interaction. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious which one I think you should choose. All right, so get to work and I'll see you guys next week.